I'm your host, B Note. He's your co-host, Easy Does It, your favorite trucker's favorite trucker. What's up with it, bro?
What's going on, bro? Man, just glad
Hey,
to tap back in with you, dog.
man, hell, we tried. we t-
Try
we
try
tried
to
it.
do the TikTok thing. Yeah, it
Yeah,
wasn't
the
working.
way
So
we
some more.
talk, I
So
don't know if we're gonna be able to hold it down on TikTok because I'm already getting
man,
messages from them.
man, it can be a little slippery. I mean, it's we.
It's
I
just something
think
we
we
got to
can.
get used to. Maybe we should start
Yeah,
practicing that on this platform. Actually,
maybe try to
I'm gonna
eliminate
try to go
certain
without
trigger
cussing
words. Yeah, yeah.
and try to. I'm
That'll
gonna
be a
try.
good challenge just in general, just to try to challenge yourself not to use profane or vulgar language or whatever, just on
Yeah,
GP. So yeah, why
yeah.
not?
I'm gonna see if I can do it tonight. Let me try. Try not to cuss.
Practice make
So,
perfect, bro.
uh, so Trump said he is thinking about, or it's a possibility that he could pardon Diddy, right? But
Yeah.
that boy 50 jumped in and he was like, nah, he gonna call Trump and tell Trump he don't need to do it and give him all kind of reasons why.
Boy, 50 is the biggest troll in the world, bro. He wow, man. He round. But I mean, Trump is just that type of dude where if he sees somebody else getting railroaded like he was or whatever the case,
Right.
for whatever reason, he gonna look out for the people who are being slighted or railroaded in some way. That's kind
Yeah.
of who he gravitate towards. Like again, and that's why I don't understand how so many black people can be easily emotionally swayed to dislike or not to like somebody, but I don't know, because he didn't look out for plenty of black people. You know what I'm saying over the years, like stuff that you do, like it's just certain stuff that unless you care, at least to some degree, you don't have to do that. Like it's
Right.
plenty of things Trump has done through the years, like way before he was talking about being president and all that. That it's just stuff that he didn't have to do, but because he wanted to look out for people, he just did it. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think people, I think people took him and are taking him. It's taking him a little wrong, but I mean, if Diddy being railroaded like that, and uh and it's clear and obvious that you know what I'm saying, it's some foul play. Why not? Why
Yeah.
not?
I mean, but the thing with Trump wasn't hated the way he is until he decided to run as a Republican, to run for
As
president.
a Republican, and of course the
When he made
Democratic
that
Party.
decision, he became racist and they brought up everything that they could, the Central Park Five, the apartments, the you know what I'm saying? But when you really
Right,
look
right.
into every situation, each one, you find
Individually,
out
yeah.
it's not what they say it is. Like
Right,
with the
right.
Central Park Five, at that time, you got to understand they had admitted to being guilty, but before that, all he did was took out a ad in the New York Times and said whoever is responsible for this should pay. You know what I'm saying? Basically, that's what it said.
Right,
He didn't say
right, right.
nobody specifically, but
Okay.
because it ended up being who it was, they
Right,
used that and ran with it and made it seem like
right.
he was talking about them specifically. Then
Yeah,
with
they
the
did wrong for that.
apartment situation, his daddy owned the building, but the manager is the one that got sued, is from what I read. Not them. Their
Yeah.
names were just on the building, but the manager is the one
Right,
that's doing
right.
the wrongdoing or whatever.
Right, right. It's no
But
different from, you know what I'm saying, an artist having a concert and somebody get hurt at the concert. They're gonna say this person got hurt at this person's concert, but that person may not have even been on stage or incited it or none of that. So yeah, you got to be careful with, how media can portray things and
yeah,
kind of finesse things to make you think or feel a certain way. That manipulation thing is crazy.
the thing that people have to understand also too is the people that run the media. You know what I'm saying? Who
Right.
it's owned by somebody, and those people that run the media is gonna create the narrative that they want to be
Right.
put out there.
Yeah, they get to dictate the narrative. Right.
Yeah. So when it comes to situations like that, when it comes to that media, you really have to be careful with believing anything that you
Mhm.
see or you hear them say. because
Right, right. It's just like that thing. Everybody played that game. I think it's called like telephone or something, where the teacher make you stand in a big circle, and you're supposed to, tell a secret to this person. That's supposed to get all the way around the room, and
hmm
whether it's just people not listening, people purposely giving the wrong info to the next person, whatever it is, that message never gets all the way around back to the first person. So it's just like that. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So you just got to be cautious and be very particular about what you're believing. And a lot of people just don't do no research. Like they'll see something and like, oh, that's what it is,
they just
without,
run with it, right?
right, right, right. So and people don't understand the persuasion of public opinion. Like people will come with all these storylines and all this, that, and the third, and think, it's just my opinion, shouldn't nobody care. But the more that opinion catches fire around, you know whatever around whatever situation, it can get bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That boy 50 is crazy though.
He
One thing
wild,
about
bro.
50, when he beefing with you, he beef forever. He do not
it's
stop.
it's like that forever, bro. It's just like that. Like he and then even if you trying to, what I'm saying, let it die off or whatever, fall back from it, he gonna just poke and poke
No,
and poke and poke
no,
from a
you
distance.
don't get to
Like,
fall back from it. Not with that.
yeah,
You
it's
see, what's his
once you
name
beef,
had
it's forever
passed.
beef.
What's his name had passed, and he was trolling him even after he died.
I'm talking about immediately. Who was that? Irv
Irv,
Gotti? I'm talking about as soon as that man was gone, he had something to say. Like, bro, you ain't gonna give it a couple days or
mm,
nothing.
no,
50 be on it, bro. 50 be on it. But it keeps him relevant though.
yeah, it does.
Like it keeps him relevant.
He's smart.
So I
I mean,
mean,
it's
he
smart his
hella smart.
strategy.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
So, speaking with members of the press on Friday afternoon, Trump had floated the possibility of issuing a presidential pardon to Diddy, saying it's not a popularity
Yeah.
contest, and I will certainly look at the facts if asked.
Yeah.
In a
Hmm.
federal indictment. Well, the only thing now, this is federal though, right? I saw that today. I was looking at this video where this lawyer was saying that all of this stuff that they trying to do on Diddy is a bunch of bullshit. He said they don't have nothing. He
Yeah.
said because the case that they trying to prove has nothing to do with RICO charges. And he said that's the
Mm.
catch. And they when they added Rico to it, they messed up. He said they should have just went at him directly for the charges that they talking about instead of trying to make it a Rico case. He said that's where they
Uh-huh.
messed up, and that's why they're trying to bring in all of these different witnesses to convince the
Yeah.
jury on a character basis. But none of this really has nothing to do with
Yeah. Right,
anything.
right.
I say,
Man,
man,
it's a
so
dirty game, bro. They
yeah,
doing exactly what they getting accomplished exactly what they want to get accomplished. They trying to put Diddy in a bad light
yeah.
and make him less relevant, less appealing to, for the money
And
aspect.
that's what it's about.
And at the same time, simultaneously draining whatever he got as far as money goes. Like whatever money he won, I guess, off that settlement or lawsuit,
Yeah.
he paying that in lawyer fees right now.
Oh yeah. Hit
So
20 million went to Cassie.
you know what I'm saying? So I think they doing exactly what they don't need it to stick. They don't need him to get convicted of anything.
No.
Like him going through this process is all they really cared about anyway. Like you're not gonna get over on us and then just go live your life. You about to get drugged through this mud first. So
Yeah,
that's just what it is, man.
and then see the thing with Diddy too, he started doing a lot of talking. And he started talking about starting a black party, an all black party.
Yeah, I remember you said that. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Uh huh.
and he started backing Farrakhan, which you know how Farrakhan is against the Jews. So him backing him is
Right.
automatic.
Or just America, period. Just
Yeah.
America, period. Like the U.S. government does not deal with Farrakhan at all. Like that's straight beef immediately on site. Talk about 50. I'm talking about that beef is
Look at
forever.
everybody they made when Nick Cannon got into that shit. They made him come out and denounce Farrakhan. They
Mhm,
they they
mhm.
yeah, they something else.
Yeah,
When it's somebody you
yeah,
targeting,
yeah,
that's
for
crazy.
sure.
Uh, an officer shoots a guy in a restaurant. Did you see that video?
Mm. I seen that video. I think I tagged you in it after I posted it. Man, I mean, first of all, it ain't nothing new at all. Um, does okay? I got a question. Like, and at some point, I'm gonna do the research, and I'm sure it's different for every county, city, state, whatever. But is running from the police a automatic death wish or death warrant? Like, does that warrant like if you run from the police, does that guarantee? Does that clear them to kill you if you running from them?
Obviously, that's the new law.
Because it seems like that's what it is. Like if
I
you run
thought
from the police, you are legally allowed to be killed at
I
that
thought
point.
they
Is
wasn't
that what we?
supposed to shoot him in the back.
If they running away from you, you I don't. How does that equate to? Oh, I get to shoot you now.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know because so many police get off with it, and it's like it gotta be legal.
For
Like
them.
there's no way there's something in this law book, rule book, whatever that says you can't shoot and kill someone for running away from you. That it can't be in there if this keeps happening like this, and it's been happening for so long. At this
Yeah.
point, it's like, well, I mean, and also just to focus on us as a people. And this going back to what we was talking about with training these young with the other topic as far as training our young people for life and what because older, overly aggressive and manipulative men are the downfall of young women who aren't taught and trained properly. Police and authority is the downfall of young men who aren't taught properly. You know what I'm saying? Like those are two different things, but they both require a man to give his insight and perspective on this topic for it to really resonate. So, man, just train these young dudes. Man, stop. Why are you running from the police just because they said something you don't like? Why are you fighting with them just because they said something you don't like?
You know it's a
Like that
lose
be
lose situation. You know what I'm saying? Because
you
for one,
losing either way.
it's gonna make it not only bad for you, because you're gonna either end in jail or death, and then if you just go to jail, it's gonna be real bad for you in there. But not only that, it's gonna
Mhm.
make it bad for the rest of the black community because that's how they're gonna deal with everybody else from that point on because they already scared for one. You know what I'm saying? And so
Why do they get to say that? Why do they get to be scared? Like, what other job do you sign up for where you get to say, "Oh, I get to
you
make
know a lot of these dudes were
crucial,
the
fatal
dudes that was
mistakes"?
bullied in school and didn't have nothing. They was
Yeah, we know
you know what
that.
I'm
We all
saying?
know
And
that.
so
But
they
still,
get this
at the
badge.
same time, bro, that's not an
No, it ain't
excuse.
no
That's not an
excuse. That's
excuse.
what they use to get away with it.
That's what I'm saying. So that's my point. How do you get to use "I'm scared" and "I fear for my life" to rationalize killing somebody else?
Exactly. That don't have a weapon because a lot of time the people they kill don't
That's
have
what
a
I'm
weapon.
saying. Like, this is a prime example. This young dude was in a restaurant. The police walked up to him, going back and forth, whatever, and they had him on the ground initially. They wrestled him and was fighting with him and all this, and he jumped up and took off trying to get out the door. And they shoot him. It's like, how can you now say, "Oh, I feared for my life, so I had to kill him"?
And they don't even go for the taser first. That's the thing. Like if
They
he
don't even
don't
try. They don't even
I can see
try.
if he got a gun and he pointing the gun at you or just got a gun out, period. Okay, now that's understandable.
No, even then, bro, because I see it too many times where you get people who got a gun, knife, threatening, walking up to police, and they backing off saying, "Hey, just calm down." They trying to de-escalate, so they know how. So once we
Yeah, they know
see an
how.
example of how to de-escalate, there's no more excuse for not being able to de-escalate or not attempting to de-escalate and saying, "Oh, I was scared." there's you don't get to do both.
No,
You
ain't
don't
no
get to act
excuses
super
for it.
tough. You don't get to
But
act super tough
when
and
you
then on the
understand,
back end say I'm scared.
I don't know. It's kind of like, I guess it's kind of like lagging a little bit. I keep thinking that you stopping,
My
but
fault. Go ahead.
no, it
Nah,
ain't
you good.
you. It's probably mine. Uh, I keep thinking that you like pausing or whatever. But go ahead, finish what you say.
Nah, that was really it, bro. I'm just saying like you shouldn't be allowed to do both. You can't act super tough on every situation and want to pull people over and harass and do all this, and then at the same time when something kick off because you are provoking it, you want to turn around and say, "Oh, I was scared for my life, so I had to kill him."
Mm-hmm.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like your job title. That's like somebody that
You s-
wants to sign up to be a pilot saying, "Oh, I'm afraid of heights." So I acted erratically because I was afraid of heights. What are we talking about?
you're supposed to protect and serve.
This your job. You can't like if I wanted to play football, I can't get on the field and say, "Oh, I'm afraid to get hit too hard." Go
Mhm.
on the bench. You need to find a different job.
Yeah, you need to go sit
You know what
behind
I'm
the desk.
saying?
Yeah,
So that's
I get it, but for some reason they are able to get away with it when it comes to killing us. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you look at
yeah,
the history of the police and who they really are or were, they were the slave catchers.
yeah,
That's what the
exactly.
state troopers was for. And so when they
Right.
ended the Civil War, they just turned them into the police stations.
Just throw them into the police. Yeah, you're right. 100%. You're
So
right.
they
And
already
I mean,
designed for us. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
When you look at it, it
yeah.
just we gotta start, and a lot of times you can't really say handling the situation better because a lot of times the people don't be doing nothing. You can have your hands on the steering wheel, all your windows down, the lights on, and they still.
That's what I'm saying. We can't always get stuck on what we doing wrong.
No.
It's like ain't that like victim blaming? Like if we going into the Me Too movement type of situation, like that's victim blaming. How you gonna blame the person that got killed for getting killed?
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, unalive. We got to work on that. My
Oh
fault.
yeah. I
My
forgot.
fault.
Hey, yeah, we got to start practicing
Try to work on that. But
the
yeah,
other time.
how do you blame somebody? Like some situations are blatant, so I get it. Some, but most are not.
No, most are not. And
Most
I
are not.
mean, even if they doing something like the little boy, Rodney Henson's son. No gun. Well, they say it was found at the scene, but the video don't show a
Yeah,
gun.
right. It don't. And even if he had a gun in his hand, the video shows him running away. So again, if just because you see a gun, you get to shoot at somebody.
Right.
At that point, why is it? Why do we have? Why is anybody allowed to carry a gun at any point? If that's the case, if you're gonna be terrified and got to shoot at somebody because you see a gun,
You shouldn't be no officer. Them the
you
main
shouldn't be
motherfuckers.
no police at all.
Those
If
are the
you
worst
terrified like
ones.
that, you not built to be a police. If you scared like that, you just
Yeah.
not built for it. It's really that simple. Because
Yeah.
it's some radical motherfuckers it's some radical people that ain't scared of nothing, right?
Yeah.
Make them the police. Give them some rules, give them some regulations, and let them be the police. If you're afraid for your life, if you're scared to get back home to your people, you need to be doing something different in the criminal justice field. There's plenty of paper pushers, people sitting at desks that got a criminal justice degree. That's all I'm saying. If you scared, you need to go do something else.
So I'm looking at the video now. They put he was on the stool. They pushed him down and started kicking him on the stool. Then they had him at gunpoint. He got up and just took off running, and they just shot him.
Yeah, they just cold shot him. Like first of all, how they approached him off the rip was wrong. Yeah, how they approached him off the rip was all the
He
way
got
wrong.
his hands up like this, like
Soon as they approached him, he you know what I'm saying, he fell back. He like, hey, it ain't no whatever. But when you walk up and start attacking me, Like, I'm not about to just allow you to attack me and you know what I'm saying and beat on me.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be some type of resistance.
Yeah, especially when it comes to the police, and that's what they got to understand.
Right. Like they want to say that they fear for their life, but then it's never a situation where the perpetrator was fearing for his life, even though
Yeah.
y'all shoot people all the time. Like, what about me? I'm scared for my life. You approached me. You got the legal, apparently, clearly, you got the legal right to kill me for anything. Seem like why wouldn't
So
I be scared? It's
he
fight or
shot a
flight. When
security
somebody,
guard. It said that he shot a security guard,
who did?
the 22-year-old.
When it wasn't right then in that moment.
Let me look into it.
There's no
Cause
way
see,
he's sitting in that restaurant, just shot somebody, and ain't no commotion. Everybody else ain't running away, scared, screaming.
right,
Come on now, that don't even
some
sound
ain't
right.
sounding right.
That's what I'm saying. They probably add in as much as they can to try to make it sound good for the police.
Yeah, because I
Supreme
don't see
view.
him
You don't
with a
have a lot to.
gun.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
Either
trying
way,
to
it
see.
don't matter if the gun is in his hands. He's running away.
So they
What
got
do
him
it
and
matter
he
what's in
took
his
off
hands?
running. Oh, so the security guard tried to stop him. He pulled out a gun and shot the security guard while he was on top of him. And that's when they started shooting at him. I'm looking at it now.
Say that again.
So when he took off running, the security guard is the one that tackled him and tried to stop him, right?
Okay.
That's when he pulled out the gun and shot up and hit the security because the security guard is on top of him. Then you see him fly back like that.
Mmm.
Hold on, it's going through one more time. Okay, he get tackled. Now, hold on, because I don't see a gun.
I watched that video a couple times, bro. I didn't see nothing about him shooting nobody. How would he have time? He
It
got
had to
shot
be.
before he even hit the ground. He got shot falling to the ground, I thought, didn't he?
No, they shot him once he was
No.
already down. He was already on the
Mm.
ground. The security guard was on top, but I can't tell if. Hold on, I don't want to turn the sound on because I don't want to get copyright. But I
Right,
can't
right, right.
tell if the security guard moves because they start shooting. No, okay, so the other officer even jumps like this. So I think he started shooting up because both of them
Mm.
jumps back. I'm look. Oh shoot, that might change the whole outcome.
It would. Now, if he got a gun and he shot somebody first, well, ain't nothing we can say.
And it
That
say
got to
the
change
security
everything.
guard
Ain't
was
nothing we can
taken
say.
to the hospital, but he survived.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um.
That
Yeah. That's
fool.
different. That's a completely different
But
layer
the,
to the
the the
situation.
thing is, even after they start shooting him and everybody clear away, I don't see a gun. Okay.
I don't know, bro. Now with that, and because it's a video, ain't no telling, and it was kind of dark in that corner that he fell in. So maybe it fell over there. He ended up on top of it, something like that. Maybe
I don't know.
that's the only
He
thing I
got
could think
something
of.
in his hand though, in that green thing, in that napkin, or whatever that is. He got something in his hand.
Mm.
Now I can't tell what that is because he holding his hand up, so it must be. And then they started tasing, and they did tase him at first, and that's when he took off running.
Mm.
The other guy tackles him. Then you see it. I don't. The way they jump back, it's either because the officer starts shooting or he's shooting.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't. That's tough. I'm not sure about that.
That's.
Either way it
Bullshit.
go, I mean, if he did have a gun and he starts shooting, then what can we say? You asking for it then. That is guaranteed a death wish, but on anybody at any point. So you know what I'm saying? But if he didn't, because I seen it twice.
I
I
don't see a
rewatched it, I
gun
seen it, I
though.
rewatched it. So I didn't really super analyze it like that, so I'm not sure. But if he didn't have one and this is one of them, it's been plenty to pull from. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of, you kind of sometimes kind of go rush to that because you done seen it so many times.
Yeah,
But if he had a gun, he dead wrong, man. RP to him. If you got a gun and you start shooting at the police, bro, you I mean,
that's
I don't know what else you're asking, what else you expect.
right.
So
Now you always got to go
yeah,
to the comments. Don't see any gun. He had a napkin. That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, uh, so it falls in. Okay, I see it now. Damn. Yeah, he did
you
have
see the
one.
gun?
Huh?
You saw the gun?
Yeah.
Oh, dang. Well, I mean, hey,
And
you
when
you
they move that tree out the way, you can see it like
oh
right there.
okay. Well, yeah, that's RP to him, but yeah, you asking for it, bro. You know better than that. We know better than that.
You
So I
got them
mean,
right there. Like, what is wrong
right?
with you, dude?
They own you, bro. I mean, he wanted to hold court. He ain't going back to jail. You got those out there. So I mean, like I said, RP to him, but yeah, you dead wrong, bro. You don't
Yeah,
get no whole bunch of sympathy and empathy for that.
he was out of
You
line.
you gotta just take your L. First of all, if the security asks you to leave from wherever you at, just leave. You can't be that dedicated to wherever you at to make sure that you stay there and spend money there. Go somewhere else if you're not wanted there. That's number one. Number two, when the police show up or when they tell you they calling the law, you definitely need to go ahead and bounce in
Let me
because
listen to it.
you ain't gonna win that war.
No,
So just leave. And then when
you're
they
not.
get there, you raise your hands, but you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, he wrong on a couple different fronts. But yeah, RP to him.
Yeah, you
He
can hear.
chose how he wanted
Okay,
to go.
I just listened to it with the sound. Yeah, he start. He started shooting because you hear the dude say, "Oh," and that's when the
Hmm.
other officer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let off on him. Yeah. So
yeah,
again, yeah, that's just
he
what
was wrong.
that's just what it is, bro. Like it happens so often the other way that you happen to
It's
get so
easy
charged up.
to get caught
Yeah,
up in it, especially with the
right,
emotional part of it, because of
right, right,
the history of it, how many times it's
right,
happened before.
right. It happens so often. So you know what I'm saying. But and this is something I want to bring up to you as far as us as a people, right? Should we get to a point because I've noticed that other groups of people tend to turn a blind eye to they demographic doing something wrong or whatever. They able to just kind of brush it off and keep this way. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like us as a people, we tend to want to be righteous. Like if you wrong, we gonna tell you wrong,
Yeah,
regardless of who you are, regardless of any of that.
yeah,
Mama, sister, cousin, brother. If you wrong, the general consensus is everybody gonna tell you wrong, or most people gonna tell you wrong.
yeah.
But for certain other demographics, what I've noticed is that they're more willing to sweep things under the rug for their family, for
For
the
each
greater
other.
good.
Yep, yep.
Should we start? Should we now? We dislike that
The
about
problem with
said
us, the shit we
demographic.
sweep under the rug don't need to be swept under the rug. It need to be talked about. We sweep the wrong shit under the rug.
What do you mean by that, bro?
So I
Before I
saw
start,
this post and it kind of hit, you know what I'm saying? Because it was so many women, black women coming out talking about what had happened to them when they were younger. And all of them
Hmm.
had like a lot of similar stories where they were told not to say nothing, basically swept under the rug because it
Right,
was this type, it was this uncle, or it was
right,
this
right.
step. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, yeah,
we
yeah,
sweep the
yeah.
wrong shit under the rug. The shit that need to be talked
What?
about, we don't talk about it. The shit that we don't need to be talking about, that's what you see every day, especially on social media.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got to give it to you on that one, bro. Yeah, because I think, like I know, and I know most other people know a young black woman that done got SA'd in their younger years,
Yeah, yeah.
and
And-
it's
and-
always somebody in their family that
yeah,
they know and see all the damn time. You know what I'm saying? That be that person, and it's like the whole family. They mama make them be quiet. They grandma, so
yeah,
everybody make them hush, and all that didn't happen, and kind of, yeah. So you definitely right about that, because that happens way too much, and it does not
way
get
too much.
exposed. Like not just simply talked about on platforms like this, but it needs to be exposed in the family. Like
Yeah,
when this uncle, this brother, this whoever do some foul shit like that, that shit need to be exposed immediately.
yeah. And immediately,
Immediately.
instead of hiding it,
So
like
yeah, you're right about that.
that that's
Hiding it, yeah.
that's
Yeah.
the main thing, within our community. But the shit that we need to be sharing and stuff like that, we don't talk about that because everybody don't want to get uncomfortable. Don't nobody want to get uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. You're right. I think that goes back to so many women leading the household though. Everybody
That's
got
true.
a one kind of a woman's stance and take on how to handle conflict.
That's
So
true.
it's either a complete turn up or we don't talk about it at all.
Yeah,
It's
that that's
never,
that's true
never,
as a motherfucker.
yeah. It's like it's never a middle ground to being able to have really talk about or expose a problem, having those uncomfortable conversations, and like I said before, just when it comes to black men being able to disagree on things, like get to a point where you can say whether you agree or not, I get it, I understand, cool. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? You don't have to agree. You can completely disagree, but it don't have to end in a turn up or violence or just don't say nothing to me at all. You know what I'm saying? Like those shouldn't be the only two options in our community.
yeah, yeah. That's true. That's true.
Basically.
I saw this post. I think it was today or yesterday one, but it was asking. I don't know. To me, you can't never really tell who running these accounts because a lot of these accounts be bots and fake accounts, and a
Right.
lot of them be black people. I mean, white people acting like black people. I've seen that in some of these. This is weird. But they were asking two black people, "What is black culture known for?" So, in your
It
opinion, what do you think black culture is known for? Let me see.
innovating. We innovate everything. Um Originality, creativeness, like that's our thing. Like we create. So pretty much almost everything you can think of in America, we created or
Had a part
improved in
of it,
some way, shape. You know what
bro.
I'm
That's
saying?
one
Everything.
thing I found out doing this platform, especially the one on TikTok, because I do more Black history on TikTok. But we had our hands in some of everything. I mean, whatever you
Everything, bro.
name, the only thing was we couldn't get the patents for it. We wasn't
Right.
allowed to get the patents. That's
Right.
why it don't seem like we owned nothing or created nothing because we didn't get the patents for them. Other people did. But
Hmm.
when you actually look at the people behind all of these creations, there's always going to be a black person.
Always, especially in America, almost
Yeah,
guaranteed.
especially in America.
Everything came from us anyway. Even if you take it back historically, when there wasn't really an established America, they came to Africa trying to get everything that we had.
Yeah.
They like I was watching what's that movie? Uh that Lord of the Rings series, The Hobbit and all that other stuff. Just watch something to watch. and just paying attention to how they depict the people in that, in those kind of medieval 1600s, 1500s time period. Man, them people was trifling in Europe.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
They was nasty as shit. They was disgusting.
Bro, they the reason, you know why they have the long dresses and bouquets at weddings, right? Because
Nah.
they used to bathe once a year, and it was in May. So a lot of their weddings used to be in look at your face. A lot of their weddings used to be in June. Listen, but they would stink so bad
What?
that they had to wear the long dresses in case the lady was on a
To
period,
keep the
and that's what the
smell.
flowers was for, to kill the smell. That's why they had so many flowers at these weddings. Man, I can tell you the history of a lot of shit. The reason why they used to just
Boy,
walk
that's
and
some.
shit in the middle of the road, like, because that's what they saw the horses do.
Yeah, I've seen that where I've heard of it rather where, they sewage system was the road outside. Whatever they
Yeah,
defecated in or whatever, they just tossed it out the window right outside with everything. What? Oh my god, disgusting.
yeah,
And
that
I mean, it
is.
even still translates today because I saw this podcast these people was doing, and they was like, "Do
I
you
saw.
use washcloths? Like, who uses washcloths? Like, I just get in the water,
Yeah,
flicker around, and I'm good." Excuse
I
me?
put the soap on my hand and like what? That
Some of them
you
said
see
they
the
didn't
one
even
where
use soap.
they was like they don't even wash their legs. I was like, so you just they said just the important parts, the arm, the middle. What? So everything else just dirty and funky. You just got built up, dirt,
Just
taped up,
disgusting.
bro. Nah,
But then I was wrong when I said, "Oh, that explains the wet dog smell." You know what I'm saying? Then there's a problem. But whatever. All right.
that's from that's they could, and that's what tripped me out. I I didn't know that, and I was when I was younger. I fucked with this white girl one time, and she
You
was.
grew up with them deep, like
I
you
ain't had
you
no
was
choice.
submerged.
But look,
Oh, I'm
she
sorry,
had just
dog.
got out the shower, fresh out the shower, and I'm sitting here like, what the fuck is that smell? But it was coming out of her hair, like that's that wet. They skin, and they don't even realize it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a smell that
They
they
think
have that
they
they get
hot.
off,
They think they hot as fish grease, bro.
bro.
They really think
You
they
have
hot as
This a
fish
smell
grease
you
out
have to
here.
get used to. Like if you fuck with white girls, you have to get used to that smell,
You
even
gotta
after the
get used to
shower.
that shit.
They can use all the Bath and
Yeah,
Body Works all they want. It don't matter. It ain't going.
don't matter.
It's only
Ugh.
temporary. And that's
I,
not
I ain't trying to
talking about
disrespect
white
nobody,
women or white people. That's just facts. I hate to say it that way, but
because it's dirty ass black people too. Let's not get it
oh hell
twisted.
yeah, it's motherfuckers that be
I
walking
know,
around, and
I
that's
know
something I
plenty of
can't
funky
stand
dirt.
about a woman. Have you ever seen a chick or like talked to a chick before and you seen her and you be like, I know if she did this motherfucker just went a date, she without bathing? Like, dudes, I've seen dudes do that. You
Yeah,
might go a day or so. But a chick can't
yeah.
afford to go a day because your shit down there got
I
acid
don't
and shit.
believe so. I did. Yeah, right. I just don't believe. Now, okay, I don't. I be kind of because I understand the different, I guess, quote unquote, archetypes of people. So it's
Yeah,
just certain people who just go with what you know what I'm saying. Like it's certain butch type of people, women who just are naturally more masculine and have more testosterone in them to where that's just kind of how they are.
true.
But if we talking about just a general sense of a traditional, man woman relationship, yeah, that's not. If you are a woman who seeks to have a man, nah, that's crazy work. That is
Yeah,
insane. Like
yeah.
I could never be with a woman who I feel my hygiene is
It's
at a
better.
higher level than theirs. I just
No,
can't do it.
no.
If I feel like I take more baths and I'm cleaner generally than you are, I can't be in a relationship with you.
The
Shit,
women I
no.
grew up with or around, and the women I've been around since I've been in Texas, I can't see nothing like if you even miss a day. Cause like my guy said, this motherfucker take 2 baths a day. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not used to seeing a woman that don't keep her hygiene up. And when you see
Yeah.
her, you be like, oh shit, she one of them guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you run from that.
A straight dirt dauber, bro. No,
Yeah,
no,
straight dirt dog.
no, no. I remember when I was young, bro. I was working at this Big Lots, and my supervisor was a slut bucket, bro. He was terrible. Like he smashed anything that came to the
Oh,
furniture department
he was one of
with
them.
breasts and a kitty cat. That dude was on it. I was like, nigga, what? And
It's
then one time
always
he
some
came.
dudes out there like that though. They don't give a damn. It could be a gorilla, long as it's got a fat ass.
They don't give a shit, bro. They don't give
Going.
a damn. And I remember one time, bro, he came into the lunchroom and he was like, "Little bro, I gotta do better." I'm like, "What you talking about?" He was like, "Man, I just gotta get my standards up." I'm like, "Huh?" Because mind you, I'm like 16, 17. He like in his mid 30s. So I'm like, "What you talking about?" He was like, "Man, I just was dealing with this chick. She smelled like mud." I said, "Mud? And you clap? You hit?" He was like, "Man, I had to just take one for the team." Nigga, take one for the team.
What team? Ain't no team. Well, hell no, cause ain't nobody else in there with me but me. So I ain't taking shit for the team.
I looked at this dude. I was like, this nigga, bro.
I
And
don't
I'm
know
talking
though. I
about
can't say that.
he shot his shot at everything, bro.
I
I'm
don't. Yeah.
talking about I'm like, bro, what the but I will say he was one of them black dudes that like them white girls. Them four dogs, three cats, and two parakeets. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah, 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 yeah. You
you
want
know
to?
what I'm saying? So his selection off the rip was a no go for me anyway. But
Yeah.
yeah, that just made me think of that, bro. Just like what he said, that I never forget it, bro. That been damn near 20 years ago, bro, and I'm still thinking about that. Like, bro said she smelled like mud, and he still hit. Oh my god,
Like what kind of smell
it
is
ain't
that?
that deep. It ain't that whatever it ain't that deep at all, bro.
Like
It ain't
mud
that
don't.
deep.
Ugh. Yeah, it ain't that. Fuck that.
If that was your comparison that you could come up with, is you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's all. It's bad enough as it is.
mm, mm. But we can move on, bro. My bad. I just had to get that
All
off because
right,
that
so
was
it's time for
crazy.
our next segment. Pass the out. This is
Yeah, yeah,
we got a pretty good one tonight. We got a
yes,
good one
sir.
tonight. Luther. We got Luther, and I think this little Luther, not big Luther. No, I mean this big Luther, not little Luther.
Big Luther, not little Luther.
Big
Okay,
Luther
okay.
was the shit. Little
Big
Luther,
Luther was it?
you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
Then we got Charlie Wilson.
Hey,
Charlie.
Oklahoma native.
Oh, he from
Yeah,
Oklahoma? I didn't know that.
yeah, yeah. I think he's from More Oklahoma or something like that.
Okay.
I think I watched an interview one time, and he was saying how the Gap Band, the meaning of it has something to do with the Tulsa Black Wall Street Tulsa massacre or something like that.
Okay.
Their name, was paying homage to
I'm gonna look
that
into
time
this.
period. Yeah, yeah, it's deep. From what he said, from what I remember off that interview. But yeah, I was always a big fan of the Gap Band and Charlie Wilson. Yeah, so yeah, I'm with it. Come on, bro.
All right, we're gonna start off with Luther, So Amazing versus
Hmm.
Charlie Wilson. And this one right here, I had to find this. It was with the Gap Band. So it's Yearning for Your Love.
That's a classic for me, bro. Yearning for your love. That just the intro. Have you
Yeah,
heard the intro to Yearning?
huh?
Huh?
What'd you
Have
say?
you heard the intro, the musical intro to Yearning for Your Love?
Well, I'm finna pull it up now. Let's see. I
Yeah,
can't.
man.
That's about
That
all I
first
could be able
couple
to play
seconds,
over here
bro.
is the intro.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Man, that mug is a classic, bro. That's a tough
For
one
your
though. Let me
love.
think.
Let's figure this out. Oh, you can hear it?
Just that lead in, bro. That shit's so smooth.
Okay, that's all I can play.
That's just the music, the
Yeah, that's
composition of
I
it, bro.
like that.
It's just clean. But
Ooh.
yeah, that's tough for me though. That's it, cause Luther, so amazing to be loved by you is a mega classic. So
So
that's tough. That's
I'm gonna
tough.
have to. Ooh,
Um,
ooh. I'm gonna get that one
dang.
too. She said I love. Oh, there go Marissa. There
I
she
love
go.
her. Yeah,
She
yeah,
all this time been quiet on us.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have.
Um,
Dang, that's tough. Yearning for you.
Marissa, you got to pick one, man. You can't say both. If this was a drink champ, you have
No,
to take a shot.
cause you weren't here last week, and we had a tiebreaker. We needed a tiebreaker, and
Yeah, we needed you bad last week.
I'm
But
gonna go with.
man,
I'm gonna go with yearning for your love on that. No, yeah, I'm gonna go with that one, cause yeah, I'm gonna go with yearning for your love.
that's tough.
I like that. Oh shit, that's tough. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. I'm gonna stick with that one. That's my final,
I'm gonna
final,
go with that
final,
one
final
too.
answer.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna rock with the that yearning for your love too.
Yeah.
Personally, only personally though, I feel like as a like if I'm playing DJ at a get together or something, I'm probably gonna play that that Luther before I play the Gap. Mm, I damn, I don't know because that's a
It's
good one for the
it.
cookout.
I was just gonna say it depend on the crowd,
That's yeah, depending on the
cause
crowd. That's a
you
good one
got the
for the
grill
cookout.
going and
Yeah, you got
uh
the kids running around. You got some grown
yeah,
folks in the sipping on some drink.
might have to
Yeah,
go with that one.
I gotta go with yearning, bro.
I'm
I
gonna
gotta
go
go
with
with
Yearning
yearning.
on that one. All right, we got
It passed the cookout test.
okay. Ooh, shit, this finna start getting tough now. We got a house is not a home versus
Okay.
you are my lady. Oh no, not you are my lady. I'm tripping. You are. That's the other one. I'm thinking of Freddie.
Oh, you are. Oh, okay. What was the Luther Vandross song again?
Luther was a house is not a home.
Yeah, yeah. That's such a classic, bro. I gotta go with that Luther. That's not even close. Cause "You Are" is a good song, and Charlie Wilson he sing his ass off in that song. But "A House Is Not a Home."
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Luther on that one because his vocals on
A
that
chair is
was.
still a chair. A chair is still a chair, even if no one is sitting there.
She
Ah,
said, "You are
man.
what?"
Ooh, I don't know about that one,
Ooh.
Marissa. And I usually can respect anything that Marissa coming with, but you are only because Charlie
Ooh.
Wilson really sing his ass off in that song.
Yeah.
Like he
Yeah.
really sing his ass off in that song. So ah, I still got to go with that Luther.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm gonna go with that.
I got
That
to
was
go with that
tough
Luther
though.
on that
I
one,
like
bro.
this to tell something
That's a tough
different.
one. Yeah, that's
We
tough.
got never too much, never too much.
Never too much. And that's Big Luther right
That's
there for
Big
sure.
Luther
I know. Yeah, I remember the video.
versus
Never too much. Never too
it's
much.
another one that was
Yeah.
with the Gap Band, but it's outstanding. Outstanding. That
Outstanding. Oh
oh, that's
man,
tough.
that's
Yes.
tough, bro. Dang. Oh
Oh, I'm gonna have to go. Oh shoot, hold on. Let me think on this one. I might have to pray about this one because this one.
man.
that's, ooh, but you outstanding has been in so many movies, black movies,
It's a
commercials.
super hood, like more than yearning for your love. It's a super hood classic, cookout approved.
She said
You can play
outstanding.
that anywhere with any group of people,
It don't.
any age
Yeah,
group. That's gonna hit.
girl, you knock me out.
Knock
Yeah,
me
I'm gonna
out.
go with
I was about to
outstanding.
sing it.
I
I was
gotta.
about to sing that. I was
I
just about
gotta
to
go
go
with
in on that
outstanding.
part.
I gotta
Yeah,
go
we're
with
gonna have to go
outstanding
with
on
the
that
gap.
one. Ooh, that one was
I'm gonna go
tough.
with the gap on that one. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
we got if only for one night. If only for one.
So, yeah.
We got my name is Charlie. Last name
Last
Wilson.
name Wilson.
I
Yeah.
was
I was
wondering if
wondering
I could
if
take
I
you
could take.
out.
Man, that was a classic when that came out, bro. Dang,
Oh,
bro,
it's
that's
only
tough.
for one night. Ah, that's tough too,
Yeah,
though.
that's super tough, bro.
But
That's super tough.
oh
Oh,
shoot, I'm gonna have to go with. I gotta go with Charlie on that one. That last name. My name is Charlie. Last name Wilson. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Oh, dang.
That's a tough because
That's
it's only for one night. It's been in a
the
lot of movies too.
the music behind Never Too Much, like just
But
that
Luther.
music alone make you want to dance, like you know what I'm saying? It make you want to two step or something. You know what I'm
Dun,
saying?
dun,
Like
dun, 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 dun,
you know what I'm saying? You can just play the
dun,
instrumental
dun,
to
dun,
that and
dun,
just you know
dun,
what I'm saying? Just
dun, dun.
feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just feel that one, man. Oh
Never
man.
too much, never too. Okay.
I'm
Which one you choose on
gonna
that
go with
one?
yeah.
Luther?
I'm gonna go with Luther on that one. Yeah, it's
It's only
tough.
for one night
It's
over Charlie.
yeah,
Ooh, that's tough. Okay.
yeah,
We
yeah.
got ooh, this the toughest one out of all of them.
Oh, see you playing, man.
We
Come on,
got
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Here and Now,
Ooh, here and that. Okay, I'm listening.
and we got There Goes My Baby. There goes my baby. Ooh.
Yeah, that's not as tough for me. I'm gonna go with that Luther. That's not that tough for me.
What?
Yeah, I gotta go with that Luther, man. That
Mm.
song is it. That's the bee's knees, bro. What you mean?
Oh no, let me see. Let
That's
me
the
think.
bee's
I gotta
knees.
There goes my baby. I don't know, man.
Nah, it ain't hard for me, man. It ain't hard at all for on that one. On that one. Yeah.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
That ain't even close. Marissa, what you say? Luther.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was just
that's
gonna
it. I
say,
told
yeah.
you. Yeah,
Cause
I
I
told
had
you.
to sit back and think of certain parts of each song, and it was like that here and now. I mean, just the way it come on.
That's what I'm
I'm bound
saying. That
to be one with
man, you know how many people
thee.
probably got married to that song?
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah,
probably like, man, that's up there. Here and now is up there. For me personally, but then on top of that, it's just a bigger record, globally.
yeah, yeah.
So, you know,
All right. Now
I gotta
next
go for Luther.
segment.
Yeah.
Look like Luther won that one.
Yeah, Luther won that one.
Luther won.
Luther
She should
won
have been
that
there
one. I'm
last
sorry.
week.
And I honestly I was really feeling like Charlie Wilson and the Gap was gonna win that one for me because personally I rock with them more. But Luther, the ones you came with Luther, bro, that's tough. That's
That's
tough.
tough. Said that
Yeah,
was her parents'
that's
wedding song. Ah, that's what's up.
see what I'm saying? RP Mama.
Yeah,
RP Mama, yeah.
for real.
That's what I'm saying.
We got classic or just average.
Classic or average. Yeah, let's go. Let's
So
go.
we got. Do you remember the movie Bamboozled?
Yeah, I seen it. I think I seen the movie itself like once. Um,
Came out in
but I've
2000, I
seen,
think.
yeah, I've seen like a bunch of different like memes and snippets and little stuff like that. I think for what it is, I think now it would be more of a classic than it was in the early 2000s with how
Mhm.
sensitive people are with different demographics and the use of blackface, whiteface, all this. Because one thing I can say about Spike Lee and Damon Wayans and all them, the Wayans, like especially the stuff from back in the day, it had meaning to it. Like it
Yeah,
was, messaging behind it. So I think a movie like that is necessary nowadays.
yeah, but would it relate to the younger generation? Is the question.
I
The
think now,
25 and
I
under.
think Yeah, I think so because everybody's so sensitive to everything now. It don't matter if the message is directly to them specifically. Like everybody's so sensitive with everything nowadays that any tender topic, I think, would just because of the conversation behind it would explode. Now, in the early 2000s, maybe not so much
Right.
because that wasn't, people wasn't sensitive then. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we
Nah,
wasn't on it.
yeah. You didn't have
We
to
wasn't we
worry about nothing you said. You said whatever you felt.
Right, right. So just because it's a more sensitive topic, because they was doing blackface, I think now it would resonate. Now, whether that be bad or good, I don't know, but I think it would resonate more now than it did in the early 2000s.
I the only reason why I think it would be average is because I don't think people really care about that as much no more,
No,
like they used to. You know what I'm saying? Like because okay, say look at the thing. Well, I don't know. You might be right because think about what
because look at what.
Drewski
Yeah,
just
I was
did,
just about to
and
say
they
with the
out.
white face thing.
You might be right. You sure right. I just thought
And
about that.
then they was just talking about
Wasn't that great?
some white people doing blackface not too long ago, and it was a big deal. I want to
Yeah,
say maybe a couple years ago, maybe 2 or 3, maybe at the most. They were talking about somebody did blackface, and it was a big problem.
but that's why I believe it wouldn't be because of that. It wouldn't be. Yeah, I think it
What
would
you
be
mean?
average. I think it would be average
Okay.
because of like I'm looking at the trailer and stuff right now. I don't know. The way they would have to do it would have to be different.
I think black women would push that movie
That's
because that's what black women have been feeling in Hollywood. Well, black men too, but women tend to be the louder of the two.
true.
That the stuff that they don't want to have to do to be seen or recognized and stuff like that, they would. So if it shifted slightly to black women
Hmm.
specifically, then that's when I think it'll go
Now, if
maybe.
they put it on BET or BET Plus, something like that, yeah, that's probably
You
where it
think
would
so?
end up. I don't think it would do good in the theaters. It don't.
Not in the theater. I think it would go straight to Tubi though. I think it would do good on
Oh
Tubi.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a damn
Yeah,
good Tubi movie.
yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
That's a good Tubi movie.
that's definitely a good Tubi movie. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. So
yeah, yeah. I can see that.
overall for what it was, I think it'll be average because like
It'd be average.
Marissa said, it wasn't that great necessarily,
Nah.
but for
And the only
what it
reason
could
why we
speak
watched it
to,
was because of Damon Wayans and Jada Pinkett.
yeah, yeah. But
We
what's the name
got
was a way better movie.
which one?
The other one with Jada Pinkett and Damon Wayans, what was that?
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
uh.
Low
Hold
Down Dirty
on.
Shame.
Yeah, Shane.
Yeah,
That was a good
that
movie.
was a good ass movie.
We got Beverly Hills Cop. It don't matter which one you choose. I think that all three of them will be
I think that'd be average.
today. Let me see. Well,
Don't nobody even don't nobody even fuck with the police, bro. What you talking about?
but those type of shows still do good because look at Bad Boys.
Oh, okay.
It still
I,
was the number one movie. I missed the first hour. Yeah. No, you really didn't. Uh
well, it's been an hour, yeah. If they just now getting in here,
oh yeah. Oh,
but
I thought that was Marissa. Yeah. You missed the first
nah.
hour. But look,
Shout out to you though, Winston.
appreciate you for being here.
But I think Bad Boys was only popular because Will Smith and Martin Lawrence were still popular on their own, and it carried over from the first Bad Boys from way back in the day. Like it was a continuation of something that people already wanted to see. Like if they came out with another Friday, it would immediately go up. You know what I'm saying? There's just certain storyline movies that if they came out with a newer version of it, people are just gonna like go see it because of the old one.
All she said all of the all of the Beverly Hills Cop was trash.
What?
Nah,
I won't say they was
I ain't
trash.
gonna say they were
Eddie
trash.
Murphy, Eddie Murphy was the crossover
Yeah,
guinea pig almost. So he had to, you know,
because
I don't want
almost
to
all
say
of
tread
and
lightly,
you
but
know what's crazy? When you look at a lot of those stars back then, when they did their own movie, they always had a white counterpart.
sidekick, yeah. Uh huh. Yep.
It was
We
fire.
all know why they had to do that though.
Yeah, yeah, Beverly Hills Cop was fire. I think today, if it was made, say somebody like who could do it today besides Kevin Hart, because that's the main
Because
person in it.
he had a movie like that, basically, didn't he? What's that movie that he had with Ice Cube? Ride Along?
That was
Not
yeah.
exactly the same, but
Well, he
close.
did do that one where it was like with him and Bruce Willis in it. It's kind of on that range,
I
in that
guess.
range, I guess. I like Eddie, but that was my least favorite.
That's your least favorite movie he is? Least?
Shit. I can name some other ones that I don't like less than them.
Yeah, I don't know. Now I'm not a
So
huge
you
like
like
Eddie
Doctor
Murphy is
Doolittle more than Beverly Hills Cop?
right. Right. Well, no, I can't
Most
say that. I fuck with Dr. Doolittle
Coming
too
to
though.
America.
I fuck with Dr. Doolittle.
But see, we had, yeah, you got to go back and watch some other show. We had already talked about Coming to America in this segment on another episode,
Yeah.
but we said that it would be a classic today.
Yeah, coming to him. Well, they made Coming to America too, and that
Yeah,
wasn't
but
really.
that wasn't the same. Because I don't know what
Yeah,
the fuck
right. That's what
Wesley
I'm
Snipes
saying.
was doing. He was just in the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. Yeah, they just threw
I
him
don't
in
know.
there just good.
Yeah. Okay. So you say average or classic for Beverly Hills Cop? I say classic. I say it would still be good, but
Good, yes, but I don't know about because when I think about because okay, my answer is I think it'll be average. That's my official answer, but I think it's less because of the quality of the movie and more just because of that that role that that archetype of a character is played out a little bit.
shit, they
I feel like
no, cause look at every damn show on CBS.
I don't watch TV like that,
Oh
so I
yeah,
hear what you're
no,
saying, but I don't
them
know.
cop Blue Bloods, all they still jumping.
Well, yeah. So, but that's I think that's targeting a different demographic though. That's a
But you got
different. Them
Beverly Hills
people
Cop
that's
was
watching those
more of
shows
that
not watching
demographic. They just used Eddie to bring us in, but everybody else in the movie was
it.
white.
Okay, okay, yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah. You right. You right on that, bro. You right. I gotta fall back on that. You right.
Everybody in the
Yeah,
movie was white, but Eddie.
yeah, yeah.
We got
I give you
The
that.
Wash with Dre and Snoop.
I think that's the classic. I think the Wash can have. There could be a new Wash every generation of new talent because it's not a specific storyline
Yeah,
movie
I can
necessarily.
see that.
It's just
I agree with that.
a kind of a general
It can
theme. You know
always
what I'm
be
saying? We just looking at
remade
black people act a fool, low key.
for every
You know what I'm
generation. They
saying?
can
And crack
remake it.
jokes.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, yeah. It's a couple movies that we got that every generation we could probably remake it and it'd be good.
Yeah,
So definitely a classic.
I
Yeah.
give you that one. I give you that.
Like who would we put in the new watch with the new
That
talent that's out
so
now?
we had.
I would have Just Hilarious in there
Oh, of course.
somewhere.
You gotta
Um,
have see, and a movie like that, you can have a lot more of the social media celebrity.
a lot of the social media comics can get
Yeah.
on there and really do
And
good.
they
A
can
lot of
be
the
in a movie
improv
like that.
type
I'd
style.
have damn
Yeah,
near everybody that's popular in that movie. Give them some kind of
yeah,
cameo or something.
yeah. And that could be like a
DC
what's
Young
that show
Fly,
Wildin' Out?
huh?
Yeah, everybody from Wildin' Out have
Oh
at
yeah,
it.
Wilding Out,
Basically,
and had mm, who would play Dre?
Dre's character.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I don't want to say Kevin Hart, even though I think he would do good. But I don't.
Well,
I just he's becoming kind of too. It's too much Kevin Hart at this point. Like
yeah,
he didn't made it, so we want to see a little something
yeah,
different.
yeah.
So who can play Dre's character? Who's two people that who is a dynamic duo that's already kind of a thing together? You know what I'm saying? Like who's two people kind of already have that?
They don't really buddy up like that no more. I know I get what you're saying, like how they used to do, like Martin and Will. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Eddie and Martin. Got to get to the money. I appreciate you
Oh yeah, she
dropping
work
through.
overnight.
Yeah,
Appreciate you tapping in, Mills.
already. You always welcome here.
Always, always. But
Uh dang, I can't oh, that's a good
yeah, I
one.
can't really think of.
Who could play that
Hmm.
character? I mean, you could get really anybody. Desi, I get Desi to play that character. No,
Because Dre's character was more of the serious role. Desi is
if he put
goofy,
on
even
the
his voice.
Well, yeah, his
Even his
voice
voice
ain't
is
gonna.
kind of
Yeah,
goofy.
somebody like that, you
Um,
have to get who the Rock. Uh, I mean,
no, The Rock ain't black enough. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The Rock ain't black enough.
what about? Let's
I'm
see.
gonna just keep it 1,000, man. I'm gonna just keep it a
That's a
thousand.
Michael B. Jordan.
If he have you ever seen him in something funny?
Michael B.
Because
Jordan.
that's drastic. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What was he in that was funny? I ain't seen that.
What's the name of that movie? What was that? Wasn't he in? But well, because after he did Creed, he beefed up and kind of took more serious roles. But before
That's what I'm
Creed,
saying. I don't
he had a
really
lot of
recall nothing.
roles. Is Michael B. Jordan a good actor? Yeah, yeah, good actor.
Where you been at, Winston?
What's his background? Where you from, Winston? What's that,
Yeah,
Winston
where
saying?
you from, Winston? Tap
You
in
must
with us.
not
Let
be
us know
from
where you
America.
from. Yeah, where you from, bro? But man, it could be so many, bro. I'm not gonna harp on it too long.
No, I saw Sinners. Did you know he a good
Okay,
actor?
so you got to go back. You got to go back, Winston, and you got to look at the Black Panther, his role in the Black Panther.
Yeah.
You got to look
Oh,
at
he got
Creed, all the
Fruitvale
Creed
Station.
movies.
Uh,
Yeah,
that was his
yeah,
first one. Was Fruitvale Station, I believe.
right. Yeah, that's the first introduction.
I'm an
Yeah.
American.
So Winston, you got to go do your history on Michael B. Jordan. Yeah, yeah.
How old are you,
That,
Winston? Don't say in your 20s and you don't.
nah, he might be an older guy if I
Yeah,
had to
he gotta
guess.
be. Yeah, he
I
gotta
would
be.
I
He's
would
probably
assume
older
an
than
older
that.
guy.
You know what black
But
Fruitvale Station. I thought it was
Fruitville
Fruitvale.
Station.
Is it Fruitville or Fruitvale? One
I
of them.
think maybe Fruitville sounds about right.
50
I'll
year
say
old white
Fruitville.
dude. Oh,
Okay, okay.
okay.
Salute, man. We appreciate you tapping in with us, bro.
That explains it. But yeah, you welcome too. We don't
Absolutely.
discriminate. We
Everybody
don't
welcome to
it's
tap
just
in and get
I
in.
had a dude ask me that, a white dude, because he was like, man, it's called the Black Club, but can I watch? I was like, man, it's called the Black Club because that's just the name that
Yeah, yeah.
it embodies all of us. But yeah,
Right,
anybody
yeah.
is welcome. We don't discriminate over
He was Maki. That'd be crazy.
here.
Yeah, man, yeah. But yeah, I think like we said, the wash,
The
definitely
watch
a
should
classic.
yeah, that'll be a
Yeah,
good one.
I can't think of all the characters right now, like who would play Snoop's character, who would play, because Snoop's character was a little more serious too. He wasn't for the games. Like he had funny parts, but he
Yeah,
wasn't playing no games. He was about to whoop Dre's ass.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like so, um, uh, I don't
That would be
know.
tough. Because it would
That it
have to
would be
be
fun to
somebody
put that together
that can be in a funny environment or a funny role, but
though.
also
Right,
be serious at the same time. And
right,
that's
right,
different.
right.
Yeah.
If we could throw Samuel L. Jackson in there somewhere, I don't
Oh,
know
he got to
where.
be in it.
Maybe the owner of the car wash.
I was just
Maybe
gonna
the
say
owner.
that. He could
That
be the
would be
owner.
dope. That would be dope. Winston, do you know who Samuel L. Jackson is? I know you got to know who that
Oh,
is,
he
bro.
knows Samuel.
You
Because
got
that's
to know
around his
Samuel
age
L.
range. He gonna know Sammy.
Yeah, he gonna know Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction was such a classic back
Oh
then,
yeah.
bro. So
That's
he
why he
know
started the mother.
that. Mother, yeah, bro.
We
Uh,
got I know Samuel. Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
you
you
gonna
know,
know him.
hell yeah.
Blank Man. Remember Blank Man?
I do remember that corny shit, bro.
That
I'm
shit was trash then and it's gonna be trash now.
trash now.
I
Yeah,
don't give a
he gonna
damn what superhero
that
movies
shit
coming
ain't
out
even
now.
gonna make it to Tubi. That ain't even a good Tubi movie. That's some love. Yeah, no, I don't. I'm
Nah,
not.
that shit'll
I
be on Peacock, nigga.
yeah,
Shit ain't gonna be on Tubi.
yeah.
It'll
I
be on
was much more
Peacock.
of a Meteor Man fan than Blank Man. Meteor Man was that dude.
Meteor
Do you
Man
remember
was
Meteor Man?
Robert Townsend, right?
Was that his name? I think so. I think that's
Yeah.
his name.
Same dude that
Yeah.
played in Five Heartbeats.
Five Heartbeats. Yeah, him.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Meteor
He
Man.
was
It
Meteor
was a
Man.
lot
Meteor
better.
Man was cool. Meteor Man was
Black Man
cool.
was goofy as hell. It was like
Yeah, that
some
shit was
in living color shit. Like,
yeah, some goof troop shit. I trash. We
yeah.
not even gonna put average on it. That shit trash.
What about Crooklyn?
Man, I love Crooklyn. I love Crooklyn. I don't know if it'll do much nowadays. I think the storyline would have to be way different.
Yeah.
But Crooklyn is such a classic to me, bro. It's I don't know.
I
So
well,
it'll probably be average. Unfortunately, it'll probably be
I,
average
I don't
nowadays.
know because I mean The Wire and Snowfall and you know what I'm saying, Blue Hill Avenue, all of those were good movies today, and they kind of similar to Crooklyn. Quentin Tarantino as a voice for black people. I didn't know he was a voice for black people.
Who?
Quentin Tarantino.
How do you feel about Quentin Tarantino as a voice for black people? In what way? How would that happen?
I don't know. The only thing I know he did was Django. Uh
Now Django was a good ass movie though.
no, you know what? I that sound familiar about I remember either a video or reading something that yeah, he did Jackie Brown too. That Quentin Tarantino let me matter of fact, hell, I act like I ain't got the laptop right here open.
Gotta do some repositioning real quick. Uh oh. There we go. There we go.
Let's find this out now. He says a voice for black people. I ain't never heard him stand up for nothing.
I've never heard. Yeah, I've never heard anything about
Oh,
him. Saying anything really.
apparently he does a lot through his work. For
Oh yeah.
yeah, he
Oh,
contributes to
that's
black
dope.
representation. He's credited with elevating black actors, black themes, creating memorable characters and narratives, challenging stereotypical portrayals. A lot of, I mean, Samuel Jackson spoke on him. Jamie, Channing Tatum. I didn't know he was like that.
Yeah, we've been sleep on him. We got to do some in
Oh,
regards to
well, old Winston done woke us up to something. I like that.
this. This is why. Let me take this one
That's why I
second to
like having
put.
the chat.
This is why having not just simply having a chat, but different demographics, to put you on game from a different perspective because they paying attention to people that we not paying attention to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Winston, man, super salute for what I'm saying, putting us on that because we didn't know that.
Mm.
I know I
Oh.
didn't.
He got a movie coming out called The Movie Critic, and it's also supposed to dive into race and through the lens of a movie critic.
Now that's one hell of a perspective.
Huh.
I'm curious
Basically, I
about how
think
that's
what
gonna
he
look.
gonna do is show how they critique black movies differently than other movies. I don't know.
Maybe
I mean, that's
I
that.
don't.
But he
You
got.
can
I'm about
take
to
that
look
in.
into old Quentin now, Winston. You
Yeah,
got
for
me.
sure, for
I'm
sure.
yeah. That just piqued my interest.
For sure, for sure. He needs to be probably he probably don't want to be necessarily, but that needs to be he needs to be recognized for that more often. Like us as a people, we got to know who rock with us and who don't, and those that do, we got to give them their flowers
Yeah, that's true.
because they don't have to.
Huh. I'm gonna have to look more into him. See, because if he stepped out there like that, that means he's been targeted too or attacked at some point.
Maybe, or maybe he just kind of feel a way about it. Um, I don't know, but either way, we appreciate him for stepping out there.
That's interesting. Huh. Yeah, I like that. I like that, Winston. That was
Yeah,
interesting.
for sure.
Get away with. Okay, we got. Oh, that was the last one.
As the last one.
Yeah. Well, unless you want to speak about, since we're talking about Quentin Tarantino, do you remember the movie he did, The Village?
Mm-mm.
Never saw that one. That one was good too, though. Uh,
Okay.
I don't know. A lot of folks just look at him as a weirdo. They do, But it's probably because he backs black people. Anytime you back black people, they're gonna look at you weird. What's the village?
Well,
It was a
Quentin
movie.
Tarantino, he kind of a grungy dude a little bit, just off of
He
his aesthetic.
kinda
He a little bit of a grungy dude.
yeah, he a little, you know,
Yeah.
he's not the
But that could
typical.
be that could be one of the aspects that, kind of help him relate to kind of, the things that we deal with
Yeah,
as
I can
a
see
group
that.
of people. So maybe, yeah.
What's the village? It was a movie about where they was lying to them like it was monsters, or maybe it actually was. I can't remember, but I think they were lying to all these people to keep them enclosed in this village. And the one girl got out to the road and found out that it was like way more going on outside of the life. Said, "Oh, that was a,
Mm,
wasn't it? No, that
that's a
was Quentin
crazy.
Tarantino, right? Yeah, that was Quentin Tarantino. That was
I
one of
don't
his
know.
first movies. M Night. Oh, you damn so right. Show is.
Winston on it, bro. Winston
Got
know
that, but
his
hey, but
shit.
the damn Winston M Night Shyamalan, that damn show. Well, that's another one. That's who movies I like.
I
His
don't know much about this person.
shit, his movies. The only one I wasn't too sure about was the one. Didn't he do one with Freddie, like a new Freddie Winston? I like it too. M Night Shyamalan. That was. Didn't he do one with like a new Freddie back in the day? Oh, he don't know.
Mm.
Yeah, he did a Freddie, and it wasn't that good. Nightmare on Elm Street. But usually he
Okay.
do good stuff. You know what I'm saying? M Night Shyamalan, but that
Yeah.
was him, The Village. Then what the fuck? Quentin Tarantino is The Hateful Eight. That's with Samuel L.
Oh,
Jackson.
yeah, yeah. I like the Hateful Eight. Uh,
Inglorious Bastards.
yeah. Don't he got another one? The something seven or something? Magnificent Seven, something like that.
I don't know if that's him.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that's
But
him.
the Hateful Eight is a definitely a good movie though. I
Yeah,
like
that
that
was a
one.
good one. That was a good
I
one.
like that one.
Inglorious
But
Bastards was good too.
they was beating the shit out that lady though. I feel bad for her. She was crazy, but I was like, damn, they whooping her ass.
Okay. So
Inglorious
yeah.
Bastards was definitely a good one too. Inglorious Bastards.
Reservoir
Yeah.
Dogs. He did Reservoir Dogs. That's the one that had Brad Pitt, right?
Now I think Inglorious Bastards had Brad Pitt. They was that's the Hitler movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I don't
know for
know.
sure Brad Pitt was in there because
Bro,
they
I done
was
seen so
scalping
many.
motherfuckers. That shit was
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. Reservoir Dogs had that was
I'm not sure what that movie
I
is.
think that was Brad Pitt too.
Oh, maybe.
Let me see. Damn, it came out in 92.
Dang.
I wasn't
Which
even
one?
10. Reservoir Dogs. I was 9 years old. Now that couldn't have been Brad Pitt then. Cast. Let me see who the cast was. No, no, hell no. That ain't Brad Pitt. Tim Roth, Michael Madsen, Harvey Keitel. T- Yeah, nah. What was that one called? The Manson movie. Marilyn Manson? The Manson movie? Huh?
The Southern California cult movie. Is that the Charlie Manson dude? Charles Manson. Yeah.
Charles Manson. That was Brad Pitt? Played Charles Manson? I don't know none of this shit. Yep. Damn.
Yep. Well, Winston is on it, bro.
Where's this say?
Winston for
Yep.
the dub. Yeah,
Okay, that's
you
what's
know
up,
it.
man. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of like the interaction we get on YouTube though. Instead of, I don't know. You
Yeah,
want to stay here, or you want to? Cause we can talk how we want to here.
yeah, yeah. Oh man, I guess.
But
Uh,
we still gotta figure out how to do TikTok.
yeah, we just got to figure it out because I think the engagement might be, what I'm saying, it's gonna be higher than this, but we just
Yeah,
got to figure out whatever that was that, what I'm saying, booted
yeah,
you off or whatever it is. So I think we should maintain this because of, what I'm saying, the how comfortable we are with it, but still try to tap into that TikTok whenever we can.
Yeah, because that one right there is going. So Quentin Tarantino did Pulp Fiction too?
Sounds about right. That
I
sounds
didn't
about right.
know that. Huh.
That sounds, Quentin
I
Tarantino
don't know
been
even
out here
streaming.
for a while. He been making some crazy blockbuster movies for a while.
We've been streaming now for about a month, I want to say.
It been about a month, yeah.
Just haven't
That
been,
I've been on here.
yeah. Haven't, it's something, my work hours be changing sometimes, so it just be shifting, but a month, cool, yeah. Yeah, man. You should go on and subscribe to the platform and turn your notifications on. Hit the like
Yeah,
button.
share us to whoever might be interested, even
Yeah,
if they may disagree. You know what I'm saying? This is a platform where we want to get to a point where we're able to communicate, and even if we disagree on something, we can still have a conversation about it. You know what I'm saying?
that's
So
the whole
we
point.
we invite every demographic. You know what I'm saying? Whoever got an opposing opinion about whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's not an echo chamber.
Yeah. Nah, we not here to try to make people, just believe what we saying or just agree
Right,
with it. If
right.
you don't agree, you got an opinion. You can voice your
That
opinion. Now, it's
voice it.
some
We'll,
people
we'll,
that get in
we'll,
these
we'll call you
comments
out.
and they try to get disrespectful and be saying,
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like
Just
that.
keep it
But
respectful. Keep it
yeah,
cool. Make sure you proofreading whatever you type because that irks me more than anything. If you don't proofread and we don't understand what you're trying to say, that'd be the only thing. But yeah, anything else, yeah,
but
definitely.
we here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday around.
Yeah.
I say I had it at 8, but my schedule done changed, Winston. So we try to do it at least by 9. So we gonna start
Yeah.
saying 9 o'clock. I'm a choppy Texas. Yeah, I feel
It's
that.
all good, bro. You
But
have been making perfect sense. So you haven't been a problem at all.
yeah, you good.
Yeah.
But we Monday, Wednesday, and Friday we'll be here at 9. Now, if you on TikTok, we're gonna try to do TikTok Tuesdays and Thursdays around the same
So we're
time.
gonna try to get in tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
we might well, since it's, what I'm saying, not one of the regular days, and we can just
Yeah.
throw it in
Yeah.
there and practice
Yeah.
with it. Even if we don't
Okay.
do like a full show, just feel of
Yeah.
get the feel of it. Cool. Nah, I don't do TikTok. Cool. We'll be here.
Yeah.
We'll
We'll
be
be
here.
here. We'll be here.
But that's all we got for tonight. We'll be back Wednesday, 9 o'clock.
Wednesday at 9.
So be up.
Wednesday at 9.
Set your notifications. Tell them where to follow you. Other than, well, he said he don't be nowhere else, but
Yeah, I mean, I'm on all
good to
platforms. I'm
meet you.
on X, Twitter X, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. Easy does it on all platforms. Starting my own little conversational type of topic thing. I'll let me talk my shit. So I'll tap in a little of that, but mostly find me here on the Black Club. This is where I'll be for sure with my boys. So, you know,
Yeah,
that's where you
yeah.
can find me right
You can
here,
follow the
Monday,
Black
Wednesdays, and
Club
Fridays.
on all platforms. It's the Black Club on all of them, everywhere. You say you
Yeah,
don't do TikTok, so you ain't got to worry about that one. But if you
yeah.
listen to Apple and Spotify podcasts, just the audio, we are there also. So
Hit us up
uh,
there too.
check us out. But we'll be back Wednesday, 9 o'clock. See y'all then.